Good evening, Mr. Ritesh. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Are we good to go, Ritesh? Can we start?
What's that?
Are we good to go? Can we start?
Yes, Mr. Rajiv and Mr. Raj both have joined. We can start.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Manunal. Just let me check the streaming quality once before I start. Good evening, everyone. Greetings of the day, and very much pleasure and happy to invite you all for this EMOU signing ceremony and inauguration of the Blockchain Center of Excellence in Sri Venkateswara College of Technology with India Blockchain Alliance and TPCRA. I hope that all are fine and we are meeting after a very long time. And with that fine note, I will not like to take any time, and I'd like to introduce the principal, Dr. N. Janaki Manohar, to address the gathering.
Good evening and thanks, Vahid. Good evening to one and all our present here. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all here in this great evening to share with us the special moment that marks a new page of cooperation between Sri Venkateswara College of Technology, Indian Blockchain Alliance IBA, Trade Promotion Council of Robotics and Automation TPCRA for the Center of Excellence for Blockchain in Sri Venkateswara College of Technology. On this evening, on behalf of Sri Venkateswara College of Technology, I welcome our beloved chairman, Shri B. Haribabu, our vice chairman, Dr. H. Srinivasan, and our honorable CEO, Mr. J. H. Sendil Khanna, head of departments, staff members, and students of our college, and Mr. Raj Kapoor, Indian Blockchain Alliance, Mr. Rajiv Bardolai, Director General, TPCRA. Thank you.
Thank you for that warm welcome and introduction, sir. With that note, now I'd like to introduce and call upon our CEO, Mr. J. N. Sendil Khanna, to address the gathering.
Yeah, thank you, Vakit. Good evening, all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, and it's our immense pleasure to sign a Blockchain Center of Excellence with India Blockchain Alliance and TPCRA. Hope already introduced about TPCRA and India Blockchain Alliances. On behalf of the management, faculties, and students, we are glad to invite Mr. Raj Kapoor, founder of IBA, and Mr. Rajiv, Director General of TPCRA, and Mr. Sanjay from India Acceleration, and Mr. Troy from Dragon Chain Inc. And always, like Mrs. Ritesh is connect to us for this ceremony for MOU signing. And our chairman, Mr. Haribabu, and vice chairman, Mr. Srinivasan, have always been holding a greater vision towards transforming the future of the students in an effective and sustainable way. And our faculties are aligned completely to the vision and upskill themselves to act as a true technical mentors in the students' developments and growth. And this is a greater environment has developed the learning agility in our students. And there is always a knowledge hunger seen, and it is proved in the last 365 days, even during this pandemic situation. For example, I'm just saying 226 RPA certification completed by our students from Automation Anywhere, 240 cloud literacy and cloud computing certifications completed by our students from AWS, and 121 job-ready trail mix certifications completed by our students from Salesforce, and 170 machine learning and deep learning certifications completed by our students from MathWorks, and 236 cybersecurity certifications completed by our students from Cisco, and nearly 229 communication skill certifications completed by our students from the Hindu Step, and nearly 100 plus design thinking certifications completed by our students from Autodesk, and it will be more achievable by our students. More than 25,000 in 1 year, last 1 year, more than 25,000 certifications our students did from the Coursera. And so we have another venture called Virtual Campus. It is a skill development webinar series. Through this skill development webinar series, we have reached 50,000 participants, and we covered diversified topics from emerging trends and from AI to the photography. And in the pipeline now, we have 100 plus students undergoing Python certifications from Cisco, and 100 plus students undergoing entrepreneurship program from the HTFC. And 250 students started now training from Microsoft, Google, Oracle, Palo Alto, Celonis, and it keeps going to add more impact. This is more important, to add the more impact in this learning. Now we are happy with, and we are happy to join hands with IBA, Indian Blockchain Alliance, India Blockchain Alliance, and TPCRA by signing the MOU for the blockchain. And so hope like everyone knows, like the IBA Alliance, like IBA is a key player transforming India into the global blockchain destinations. And what is the purpose of the MOU? The purpose of the MOU, it will be like, so to transform the basic knowledge about the blockchain, and it will be like offering internationally certified programs and courses about the blockchain for our students, provide access to global faculty, research and development projects, exposure to the global forums, provide internship projects, and industrial collaboration leads to the career in the blockchain, and conduct hackathons and competitions, support live projects, organize virtual internship, and do placement assistance, and enable internationally pathway programs in the blockchains. And so knowing that India is growing strong in digitalization, blockchain plays an important role in effective management of the entire system. And I have some more introduction about the blockchain, and it goes, the time will be very short for us. And I straight away just come to that main point. And once again, I'm sincerely thankful to IBA and TPCRA for creating this great opportunity for our students in blockchain technology. And hope we have like pipeline of the project in the blockchain. And thank you very much for that opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a really wonderful and brief explanation of how SVCT is shaping the future of students by training them with latest emerging trends and technologies. And to give a brief explanation of this particular venture, I'd like to call upon our Honorable Vice Chairman, Dr. H. Srinivasan, to address the gathering.
Very good evening to one and all present here. As very young institutions, SVCT is fortunate to have benefits significantly from all its academic partners. Today is very special day for SVCT. For today, we are formalizing a partnership for the first time with IBA and TPCRA. My colleagues and I see this is our most important partnerships. It's a most important recognize that MOU we are signing this day is built on the conference emanating from the effects of colleagues and both our institutions. These are early steps have focused on the development of our students and the faculty. Thanks to the generous and building upon this platform during our dialogues today and tomorrow, we look forward to explore the new avenues of our collaborations. I assure you, we shall keenly follow the progress of these relationships. Every step of the way shall not be warning in our step. Finally, I must gratefully acknowledge you personally encouragement and the support in the realizations of this collaboration. All of us are here looking forward to your keynote address on the blockchain and its role in development. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir, for those kind and motivational words. And with that note, now I'd like to introduce Mr. Raj Kapoor, founder of India Blockchain Alliance, to all of you. And Mr. Raj Kapoor is already known to much of our audience, and we all were well versed and put in awe by the speech he gave about blockchain a few months back through the same virtual campus platform. So with that note, I'd like to introduce Mr. Raj Kapoor, founder of India Blockchain Alliance. So here are a few words about Mr. Raj Kapoor, which I could give you in a very short and limited time. He has a very brief profile, and it would take a whole 1 hour to explain all his accomplishments. So I'd like to give a very short profile on who he is. Mr. Raj Kapoor is an advisory board member at several blockchain companies and is the founder and chairman of India Blockchain Alliance, which is the largest Indian emerging technology tech think tank in India. And he is an accomplished technical innovation professional. He's a web application developer. He's a blockchain and cryptocurrency educator. He's a certified Bitcoin professional, blockchain solution architect, and much more. Mr. Raj has helped organize India's biggest blockchain and cryptocurrency events across major cities in the country. And he has also spoken and delivered his lectures at several international seminars and conferences in Boston, Los Angeles, Amsterdam, Singapore, Durban, and Vienna, and much more countries. And he's an avid speaker. We all know this from the previous program office, where we all were awestruck by his excellent presentation about how blockchain is changing our environments today. And he has spoken in many technical events in India, Africa, Malaysia, Canada, and many more countries. Besides blockchain, Mr. Raj Kapoor is also skilled in artificial intelligence, robotics, and cyber security, not to forget to mention Internet of Things and cloud computing as well. He's a regular contributor to several technology publications, including Times Tech India, and his organization, India Blockchain Alliance, is the official blockchain partner at the Africa Tech Week 2020. Mr. Raj Kapoor was also selected this year as the top cryptocurrency and blockchain influencer by Asian Market Cap. And Mr. Raj Kapoor is also mentoring 20 plus blockchain startups across the globe. And he is also a member of SEC India FinTech, SEC Blockchain and Virtual Financial Assets Regulation Working Group. And he's a member of FinTech Association. He's the founder and partner of Global Women Blockchain Alliance. He's an India partner for Findexable, the Global FinTech Index, and much, much more. He is also associated with Disney and many more big giants in the business world. So it's a great pleasure to have Mr. Raj Kapoor with us, and it is so proud that he's taking the name of our nation to countries wide across the world. Thank you so much for joining with us today, sir. We are looking forward to hear from you.
Nothing more commuted. Right. I guess I got to speak now.
Yeah, yes, sir. You can.
Right. I didn't hear you say that. I hear you went mute. Anyway, good to be back with all of you once again. Very happy to be back once again. And I'm glad it's a wonderful occasion, and what an occasion to be back. All right, great, guys. Let me tell you a little more about what you said. I appreciated what Mr. Narendran has been saying. A lot of certifications, a lot of things happening, a lot of action happening at your institute. And that's brilliant. And that's why, something, blockchain is called an institutional technology. Now I'll tell you why. Whatever has been said so far will dovetail right into what I'm going to say. Well, it's institutional. You're in an institution. All of you are in an institution. Some work there, some study there, some just live there and enjoy the beautiful ambience which is there. But what happens? The institution remains as is. It remains. Students come and students go. Faculty comes, faculty goes. People come and go through the corridors of education at your place. The same way, blockchain is an institution. It's not just an information technology. Different technologies come, they will come, go. Some will stay longer, some will stay lesser. But all technologies have a small transition. But blockchain covers it all. So blockchain, and why do you think I know all the other subjects? Because blockchain doesn't work alone. It works with AI, oh yes. It works with cyber, oh yes. IoT, yes. So we ought to know all of these things. And you learn that with blockchain, it gives you much more than it takes from you. Blockchain is your new revolution. We are part of it. We are very proud to be part of a revolution which has just started. Certifications are key, yes. And that's what we all aim for. Why? Because they give you that edge. They give you that recognition as to why you stand apart from so many other graduates every year on year on year. And that's key. And we'll be stressed a lot on certification because that's how you'll be globally recognized. When I talk about globally, over the last 10 years, I've been into this blockchain world, and we've got a whole bunch of brilliant friends, partners, and blockchains, which we wish to bring to all our centers of excellence. It's not great to be working just on one platform because blockchain is not a single platform. There are so many of them. How do you work around that? How do you work on Ethereum? How do you work on Hyperledger? How do you work on Matic? How do you work on Polkadot? How do you work on Dragon Chain? A lot of things. How do they all work together? That's critical because you may learn something on any one platform today in college, but when you go out to work, you'll be confronted with multiple platforms, multiple technologies, multiple legacy and new tech. How are you going to handle that? That's what we're here to tell you. This is what we are trying to do here now is bring about everything. Let it be a beautiful, diverse, one infrastructure where you can learn really everything in the blockchain space. And we'll also tell you how blockchain works with all the other technologies I've spoken about, because blockchain does. And more important, I love this part because I love the practical aspect of hands-on learning. Hands-on learning is the next certification. That's what my take is. Why? Because when you do something, you don't forget. And that's what we've done. We are going to be bringing in the projects and internship programs right from North America. We have a partnership with the Nordic Blockchain Association, so we'll bring in from a lot of European countries. We work with Europe Chain, which is the largest chain across Europe. I'll be bringing that here. In fact, along with Europe Chain, and this news probably we will share in another maybe 50 days time, we are the India partners for Europe Chain. It's going to be called the Satya Chain. And that's another indigenous program we'll be bringing to the university. Partners in Israel with the Israel FinTech and Blockchain Associations. We'll bring some Israeli expertise also here. We're working even in South Africa. A lot of things happening in South Africa. So we'll bring some projects from there, expertise, mentors, all from there. Then Australia, we work with the government of Queensland. We'll bring in some of the project work to be done here. What I'm saying is, it's going to be 360 degrees. It's not going to be a one-dimensional experience, guys. It's going to be a 3D experience. It's going to be fun. And of course, we'll bring in a lot of hackathons. I know there's a lot of talent here in India. I've seen that. I don't know how many of you know, the major portions of Facebook are because of hackathons. The like button, the chat box, everything came from hackathons. So Facebook only became great because of people like you and me, right? We'll create something new in the blockchain world. We'll do lots of research. We'll do a lot of consulting work together. We'll take out a lot of papers. I've just finished, in the last week, I filed my 8th patent in the blockchain space. I wish to do the same with you guys. Lots of patents coming out from SVCT. I want to see that happening. That's my dream. More important, ultimately, I want a lot of people to understand the new world. You're stepping into a world, into a blockchain world. India's taken out 3 documents. The government of India, 3 documents in the last 2 years, extolling the virtues of blockchain and putting up a roadmap. And that's very critical. And Rajiv will talk about the roadmap as well. The roadmap is the key to your success. We have actually put together a beautiful roadmap. TPCRA and us put a beautiful roadmap together. We're going to roll that out with you, and we're going to have fun down the way. And finally, for those of you who want to be a startup, who want to set up your own shop, yes, we've got something for you as well. We have an accelerator service and solution where we'll help you right from crafting your product, right from seed funding if you need it, right from mentoring you right through, and then taking you to the market. We are well established in many spaces. will happy to be part of a growth space in your area as well. So all startups, put on your thinking hats. We are there for you as well. All students who want great jobs, yes, because the greatest jobs over the next few years are going to come up in blockchain. Trust me, I can show you statistics out of statistics, but that's not important. Take my word. I've been in it for 10 years. When I went into the space, everybody thought just a fad. Today, all has changed, and it's changed for the better. So you're stepping into a beautiful world. Blockchain, as I told you last time, is going to touch you morning, day, and night. Right from the time you brush your teeth, supply chain will be on the blockchain. You go take an Uber, the Uber will be on the blockchain. You go to your college, all college degrees and university degrees will once be with the blockchain. And that's another thing which we are bringing to the table right away. For SVCT, we were giving you a free platform. Rajiv will talk to you more about that. We're going to make this a real cool experience. And all the certified people, somebody's doing Python, somebody Microsoft, everything, we can imbibe all this into the same beautiful ecosystem. This is the only one ecosystem where all technologies will speak to each other. They will all be inclusive. And that's the beauty of blockchain. So on this wonderful day, congratulations to all of you and everybody who's worked hard towards making this happen. I wish us all success, and I'd love to drive this entire initiative along with Rajiv and all his team myself. I'll be personally involved in many, many places. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me. So thank you so much once again. And I wish you guys really good luck in making some new patents, creating a new history. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's it from me, guys.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful explanation about how blockchain is going to be changing our future and how more and more job opportunities are going to pop up in the blockchain technology. It is always a pleasure to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So with that note, I'd like to introduce our next speaker for today, Mr. Rajiv Botoloi, who is the Director General of TPCRA. So I'd like to give a small introduction about Mr. Rajiv. Mr. Rajiv is the Director General of Trade Promotion Council of Robotics and Automation, which we shortly call as TPCRA. He is a BTech Mechanical and Project Management graduate from IIT Delhi with 2 decades of industry and corporate exposure with global organizations and Indian MNCs like Texas Instruments, Standard PLC, American International Group, HDFC, Birla Group, etc. He is a member of NEDO, New Energy and Industrial Technology Development Organization, Tokyo, since 2006. He is also an independent consultant of TI USA since 2009, and is a council member of CIO Executive Council ANZ, Australia and New Zealand since last year. And emerging technology and social initiatives are his 2 big weaknesses. So he likes to be around these areas, and he's an active volunteer of CRY, International Charity Organization, since the last 10 years. And he was also nominated for the India Achievers Award 2020 for Shiksha Bharati Award in the field of innovation, consultancy, and corporate social responsibility for his outstanding work at Trade Promotional Council of Robotics and Automation, that is TPCRA, a non-profit apex body representing robotics and automation and information technology center. And he is actively involved globally and in the Indian market for bringing all emerging technologies like blockchain, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, augmented reality, virtual reality, cyber security, geospatial technologies, 5G, several computing, and robotics, biometrics, 3D printing, you name any new technology, and he's also going to be there. And he's a great contributor of the 4th Industrial Revolution. It's a great pleasure having you with us today, Mr. Rajiv. We are looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
That's really a very wonderful introduction that you gave. I must thank you. And also, I'd like to once again thank everybody that is present here today, including Mr. Narendran, CEO, Dr. Janaki, Principal, and including Honorable Chairman, Mr. Hari Babu, and also Dr. Srinivasan, Vice Chairman, and including all our young friends who are present here today, and also both from academic members and all other academicians who are present here today. It's really wonderful. And as Raj has already highlighted the impact of this particular technology, let me also share one or two more additional things which would help all of us in setting up the milestone, today being a very key date. The first thing when we say, also as Raja said, that this is not just a mere information technology, IT, it is an institutional technology. The word goes in, yes, of course, it impacts the entire institution, the way the institution operates and does business. So for 100 years, maybe one organization may be doing a business in a particular way by using all the resources, all the technology, including the fourth industrial technologies like RPA or any AWS or AI or IoT or any other emerging technology they have used. For 100 years, they are using various other tools. And now of lately, they are using all the emerging technologies to smooth the business. But at the same time, when they adopt blockchain into their ecosystem, a whole new paradigm shift happens altogether. Blockchain do not eat up any of the technology, rather it make all the technologies more robust. In a way, cybersecurity, a lot of cost effectiveness comes in, a lot of robustness helps, and a lot of other technicalities as we move ahead, we will realize. But the key point is that this technology revolutionizes the way the normal business functions for generations, for ages, for decades. Okay, so that's why what the organizations primarily do, they develop a strategy, a roadmap strategy of next 10 years or 15 years, a long-term strategy. To develop that strategy, you need a proof of concept. You need a POC. You need a proof of concept. As an institution, if we consider your organization, SVCT, as an institution, which in fact it is an institution, an academic institution. So if you want to build up your roadmap for next 10, 15 years, you need a proof of concept, POC. So we will help you. The Center of Excellence will help you in building that POC, proof of concept, so that meaningfully you can apply this technology in each and every department, each and every schools, each and every engineering department that you have. So this is one critical thing. And also when Raj has pointed out that our government of India has already taken the initiative in this kind of a roadmap. So of course, the private organizations, they do have their own roadmaps. The industry have their own roadmaps, the long-term roadmaps of blockchain, okay, which they do not have for any other technology. So they have it only for blockchain. So similarly, the government has also now taken the steps last 2-3 years of building these long-term roadmaps. And I think as an institution, academic institution, it's very important for all of us to build that roadmap and contribute meaningfully to that. This is one critical point. And also in the first year, the building up of proof of concept, we need around 50, 100 very critical students from all departments, not only from computer science or IT, rather from all departments. Maybe 70% is from the IT or computer science, but 30% could be a mix set from all the other departments who could be, a very critical part in the revolution, okay? Because they are also going to leave the trail of success behind, so that the institution in the second year can build up that document very effectively. So these 100 or 50 students, we have 4 quarters. We have divided the year into 4 quarters, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. Every quarter has got some milestones. Okay, like Raj said that we have all the global collaboration. So it cannot happen in a very unorganized manner. It has to be seamlessly smooth, and execution has to be very perfect in a way. So that's why those 50 or 100 students will have all the milestones at those times, at those quarters only, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, so that by the end of the year, they have a success story with them in terms of disruption. So coming back to that, let me share you one more thing, that We will keep it open on 1st of July, maybe tentatively on the first week of July. We are having it for 1st of July. We'll open the COE, open for all the students, and let them have it at their own course. Somebody will go for it in the first quarter, somebody in the second quarter, third quarter. But the faculties, the lead of the faculty from all the departments, they should identify this 50, 100 set of students who would not miss any milestone in any of the quarters, so that they can be a part of the proof of concept. So this is one critical thing. And with that, I'm glad that our Sri Narendran has already highlighted the RPA, AWS, then all other certifications like cybersecurity and design thinking. So that's wonderful. So now blockchain will come in a way, how the correlation exists when we are talking about cloud computing and blockchain. What is the wonderful correlation about both the things? What are the gaps in cloud computing, how that is being filled up by blockchain? So that's a wonderful opportunity for all the students to witness it. And also another thing which I normally say, when it is about global, we should act global and think local. So here we will bring in all the global collaborations that we have under our umbrella to give on hands-on exposure and experience to the students. So they should have the global expertise, and at the same time, it can be applied to solve local problem. For a country like India, we have a lot of things which can be better, we can be better equipped. At the time, at this current phase, globally, we are slightly lacking when it comes to this technology, but I'm sure with collaborations like you, SVCT, we will come ahead with this, and we will be at par. Not only at par, we'll be beyond that because of the talent of the Indian students, which they have already given in the IT revolution. Again, in the blockchain revolution, I'm sure India will scale up beyond, much beyond what the global parameters are. So right now, act global, think local. So we will bring in all the global good things that are there going on across the world right there to your institution. So I think with this, I would like to thank once again all of you. And also thank you, Raj, for sharing all the insights with all of us. And thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rajiv. And the point was really fascinating about acting global and putting it into a local environment. I think such great initiatives are needed in our country to solve local problems. And we are really happy on behalf of the entire SVCT family that great gents like Mr. Raj Kapoor and yourself are coming forward to mentor our students so that we'll be able to make some difference in our day-to-day lives and in our country as well. So with that note, I'd like to thank all of you, and as a token of appreciation and as a moment of celebration, we'd like to give a small screen sharing of the first page of our MOU we have had with TPCRA. And we all know that we are having this event virtually due to the current pandemic situation which is prevailing. So we were able only to exchange the MOUs through a electronic format. So we'll just display the MOU for the participants to watch on. So the first page of the Memorandum of Understanding between SVCT and the India Blockchain Alliance is available on the screen. And we are also happy that we are launching our global blockchain center of excellence in Sri Venkateswara College of Technology. I hope that all the students will make use of this wonderful mentorship, and we have great mentors like Mr. Rajiv and Mr. Raj Kapoor here. I hope that all students will make use of such wonderful mentors and make use of this wonderful technology to come out with shining colors. Thank you, everyone. With that note, I'd like to call upon Mr. Bhaskar, our academic coordinator and HOD of Computer Science and Engineering Department, to thank all the dignitaries and the participants available in the session.
Hello. Wahid, my voice is audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah,
Just
very good.
one second.
Yeah.
Before we move, Raj, are you okay with that? You need to catch up with the other meeting. So is that okay with you?
Yeah, I will finish up, Mr. Bhaskar. No
Yeah,
problem.
sure, sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Sorry for the
Okay.
interruption. Yeah.
No issue. Just 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Very
Take
good
your
evening.
Take your time.
I offer warm welcome to all the guests, audience, and organizer on this beautiful and glorious day. So I am really gratified for giving me a chance to deliver vote of thanks speech to such a wonderful audience. I would like to express my sincerest thanks to our chairman, our beloved chairman, Mr. Haribabu sir, and vice chairman, Dr. Srinivasan, for motivating and guiding in all aspects. I would like to express my gratitude to Principal Dr. Johnny Manogar sir and CEO Mr. Sindhil Khanna for arranging this wonderful program. On behalf of the entire institute, I would like to thank the honorable guest, Mr. Raj Kapoor, India Blockchain Alliance, Mr. Raju Bodali, Director General, TPCRE, because this program can be completed with your presence and inspiring words. We are all inspired by your insight information about blockchain technology. Thank you, sir. The essence of truth is always tested in the last, and we believe that the last will be best. So we would like to thank all our faculty members, our students for working with us, making this Center of Excellence ceremony a memorable one for all. Once again, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for that wonderful thank you note, sir. And again, once again, our heartfelt thanks on the behalf of entire SVCT family to Mr. Raj Kapoor and Mr. Rajiv Bordalai for joining with us in spite of your busy schedule. We are really indebted to thank you all for coming forward to mentor our students. We hope that this Blockchain Center of Excellence would create a great change in the future lives of our students and the future generation of our country as well. So thank you so much once again. And with that note, we'll come to the concluding remarks of this program. And before we close this wonderful session, we all know that we are in the midst of a pandemic. So we'd like to request everyone on behalf of SVCT, as well as our guest right here, everyone would put forward the same thing. So we want all of you to mask up whenever you're outside your homes, and we want you to sanitize as well. We want you to maintain social distancing as well, and get an appointment with your doctor and kindly get vaccinated as soon as possible. We can really see that the cases are coming down every day, and together as united people, we can always fight this and win this pandemic. We hope to see you all again under a better circumstances and a better situation. And happy for the day. We are happy for having all of you right here. Thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bhaskar. Thank you, everybody. Wonderful being here. Thank you. And I hope to meet you all in person someday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure, sir. We are looking forward to it. Thank you.